So this is the question that we have discussed yesterday. The problem in this question is here float value is used. So whenever you write here 1.1, error will occur. Now what is the reason? Why we can only use integer or character data type inside the switch? Why cannot we use the float statement? What is the problem? The problem you can understand by this example. Take your time and tell me the answer. What is the output according to you? Is the answer same or not same? Only two options are there. Same, not same.
Not
What do you
sir.
think the answer is?
Not
Yes?
not same.
Same, sir, same.
Okay. The answer is not same. Why the answer is
Sir,
not
I
same?
can explain.
Yes.
There's a when we print x, it will give 0.10000. So not
Hmm.
0.0.1.
Hmm.
So both are different, sir.
Both are not different, na? 0.1, 0.0000, no worry. What is the problem? And the second 0.1, again, it is also appended with zeros. Both 0.1 will be appended with the zeros on the right. So both should be same, na? But here they are different. No worry. The thing is, can anyone tell me what is the size of float data type? What
So
is
4
the
bytes.
size? Yes,
So
it is
4
4
bytes.
bytes.
So 4.
By default, if you write any number in the C language without a data type, it is considered as double. I will explain it again. If you write any number like 0.5, 0.10, 0.6, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, any number, 0.8, 0.9, it is not considered float if you are not specifying a data type. For example, here a number 0.1 is written. So by default in the C language, it is considered as double. And you know what is the data type or what is the size of the double? It is around 8 byte. Yes or no? Now what will happen? 0.1 is not 0.1. It is written like this. Some zeros are there on the right side. Why? Because computer, according to computer, the size of this data type is 4 bytes. So on the empty spaces, it is filling up 0. Okay. Now for this 0.1, it is filling up more zeros. Why? Because the size is larger. So computer is not intelligent as ours. According to him, this 0.1000 is different than this. That's why the answer will be not same. The if statement will not occur. Okay, this is one of the reason. Many more reasons are there. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. Why we cannot write float statement. Now let us check this example. What will happen? Computer will convert this 1.1 to this. Some zeros are appended on the right. And this 1.1 is not float. By default, it is double statement. And double is 8 bytes. So 1.1 will have more zeros than the float. Yes or no? And this number is different, na? Of course. That is the reason, if this thing is allowed, the output will be wrong. Default will work. Okay. That is the reason Dennis Ritchie has not allowed the decimal numbers inside the switch case. I hope you have understood the particular reason. I can explain it for
Yes.
one more time.
Yes,
Or you do
sir.
not need to remember the reason, just remember that float is not allowed.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what if we declare x a double type? सर मतलब अपन वहाँ पे float या double लिखें तो
This will work if you write like this. What you can do, look, what is the problem? This float is a float, this 0.1 is a double. So if you want to compare these numbers, this thing is giving the problem now. This is double data type, so we can convert it into float by writing f here, small f, then it will work. Okay, but again this thing is not allowed in the switch case, it is allowed here.
okay sir.
Okay, decimal values are imprecise. Why they are imprecise, we can talk later about it. But right now, just remember, decimal values are not allowed inside the switch statement. If you compare 0.1, that is float, with a simple 0.1, you will get an error. But if you write like this, if x equal to 0.1 f, then what is happening here? By default, any decimal number is double if you are not specifying the data type. So when you write f here, what will happen? The double data type is converted to the floating point data type. Then it will return true, okay? Because the number of zeros will be same. That is the reason. Now I will ask some of the questions from you. Anyone can tell me the answer? Yes. What is the answer? Say it again.
Choice 2, choice 3, choice other than 1, 2, 3.
Of course, this is the answer. I have told you now that break statement you have to write every time inside the case. Because if you are not writing the break statement, the thing is, it is not very intelligent. If you are not writing the break statement and if you enter inside one case, then you can enter inside every case. So here first what will happen, the value of x is 2, 1 and 2 is matched here, okay, in the case number 1. Both are not same, so no worry, this will not work. But here the matching occur, this 2 and this 2 are same, so this thing is printed. Now no break is there, so you will automatically move everything, means you will move inside everything. So you will print choices 2, in the next line choices 3, then again you will print choice other than 1, 2 and 3 and the next line, okay. So remember, break you have to use every time inside the case. Simple question. Now again simple question, take your time, tell me the answer. Anyone can answer?
सर डिफॉल्ट भी चलेगा ना?
Okay, let me ask the answer one by one. I can ask the answer from Anirudh. Anirudh, can you answer? Okay, the next student will be Aditya. Okay, Vivek. Just say yes if you can answer. Bhanu Pratap. Any answer, even if it is wrong. Anu. Sejal. Vanshita. Anyone? Okay, Yaman.
Sir, I can give, sir.
Yes.
I think
So choice 2, choice
Yaman.
3, choice 4.
choice
Yaman, you can explain.
After switch also.
Wait,
choice is 2,
Yaman will
choice is
explain.
3, choice is 4.
Okay.
Sir, in 4 break is there.
After switch.
Yaman, there is lot
Sir,
of
after
background.
switch will also print, I guess.
Sir, after switch is
Sir,
Give me
after
the
switch
full
आएगा sir
solution.
last.
yes.
So this default will print or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. This is the correct answer. First, here the x is 2. This case is not matched. This will work. Now there is no break. No break means you can enter inside each and every case. So this will work, this will work, this will work. But the thing is, when you encounter the break statement, break means you have to end the switch statement. Yes or no? So after you have printed choices 4, the switch statement will stop. The default will not work. If there is no break statement after case 4, then we can say default will work, because there is break, then you will not go and you will not print the default statement. because once you have encountered the break statement, it means it is the end of the switch statement. Then this thing after switch is printed. Why? Because it is outside this thing, na? It is not there. It will work. So the output is choice is 2, choice is 3, choice is 4, and after switch. Okay. The only confusion is sometimes students skip the after switch. After switch has no relation with the switch case. Yes or no? You can check the scope now. The scope of switch is from this line to this line. It is outside, so it will work every time. Let us move to the next question. Now I will ask the answer from a specific student. So what you can do, just raise your hand. Okay, do not tell the answer directly, just raise your hand, then I will ask the answer. I will give you 2 minutes, then you can just raise the hand. The possible choices are, like in the option A, the answer can be choice is 1, or the answer can be choice is 2, or the answer is everything is printed, choice is 1, choice is 2, choice other than 1, 2, and the final option is error is the answer. So just raise your hand if you have answer. Just raise your hand, do not tell the answer. I will give you 1 minute. Once we have done the array topic, then what we can do is we will do the competitive programming. But right now we have not studied complex topics, so we can only discuss the MCQ. But the thing is, after some days, maybe after 1 or 2 weeks, when we will study the array topic, then what we can do, we can do the actual coding questions, okay, on the competitive coding website like HackerRank or HackerEarth. But right now we are doing the MCQs, because MCQ means if you are able to solve MCQ, then only I can say you have understood the 100% concept. So now let me ask the answer. Okay, Randeep, can you answer?
Sir, I think answer is choices 2.
Okay, Randeep, thank you. Now, Vanshita.
The choices 2 is my answer.
Okay. Aman.
Choices 2, sir.
Okay, Yaman.
So choice is 1, sir.
Okay, Yaman is correct. Everyone else is wrong. Why? Yaman, can you answer?
तो क्योंकि सर स्विच पे पहले से असाइन कर दिया है क्या x की वैल्यू 1 है सर, वो बाद में चेंज नहीं होगी सर.
No. Why cannot change? For example, let us suppose if I create a program like this, if I write like this, int x equal to 1, and then in the next line if I write x equal to 1, and here if I
हाँ
write
सर, ये हो
printf,
सकता है सर,
but why
ये हो सकता है
it
सर,
will
पर
not
वो
work?
अंदर है ना सर, वो सर पहले
अंदर
आसान
है.
होगा ये, फिर बाद में चेंज करेगा ये.
एक्सप्लेन सही से नहीं कर पा रहे, बता तो सही रहे हो, शायद
सर
वर्ड्स नहीं
कंडीशन
आ
नहीं
रहे.
लगाई सर.
Okay, no worry. Look, the thing is, switch means here the value of x is 1, yes or no? Now what the switch statement does, it compares. The next thing is it has to find the matching case, yes or no? Once you have entered inside the switch statement, the matching occurs, means you will go to the case. So here directly you will go to the case and you will match. The thing is, whatever you write before the case is ignored. क्यों इग्नोर होता है? क्योंकि देखो स्विच के अंदर अगर आप एक बार आ गए तो उसका मतलब है आपको मैच करना है केस से, यस और नो? उसका प्रोग्राम डेनिस रिची ने या फिर जिसने भी लिखा है, उन्होंने क्या किया, स्विच के अंदर जैसे आप गए तो नेक्स्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है कि केस पे जाके 1 और 1 को मैच करो, यस और नो, या दूसरे केसेस पे जाओ या डिफॉल्ट पे जाओ. सो यहाँ पे जो लिखा है वो तो मैच ही नहीं होगा ना, यस और नो. दिस इज द रीजन. So whatever you write before the case, whatever statement you write before the case are ignored simply. Okay. What is the reason? Reason is very simple. जैसे आपने स्विच के अंदर एंटर किया, आपको क्या करना है, केस पे जाना है सबसे पहले. तो आप केस पे चले गए, केस 1 पे जो भी लिखा था x equal to x plus 1, it doesn't matter ना. So this line is not evaluated. Once you enter inside the switch statement, you directly jump to the particular case. So here 1 and 1 is matched, choice is 1 is printed, break happens, you will go to the return 0, and that is the end. So whatever statement you write before the case is always ignored. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Another question, do not answer it. I will give you 1 minute. Just raise your hand. Then I will ask one by one. These are tricky questions. Okay. The answer is not direct. What you think is not the answer. Means normally we can say what you think. Just raise your hand. Read the question for at least 3 to 4 times or at least 2 to 3 times. Okay. Just try to find out what is unique here. Okay. Because it is not a plain question. Okay. It is a tricky question. What is the trick here? I will give you 2 minutes. Question from switch case you will see in the placement exam or in any exam. Okay. The question appear from this particular topic. Okay, I will ask the answer now. Only 2 students have raised their hand, so I will give you more time. And don't be shy, okay? Don't get discouraged if you are giving the wrong answer. It doesn't matter. Just raise your hand. The answer doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you give even the right answer, okay? Only participation is required. I will give you 1 more minute. The answer can be anything: error, choice is 1, choice is 2, blank screen, whatever. Whatever you want to say, you can say. Okay, Naman, what is your answer?
Error.
Error. Why?
Sir, case 2 और case 1 plus 1 सेम ही तो चीज हुई sir.
Yes, Naman, this is the correct answer. In computers, we have studied the operators now in C language. When you write 1 plus 1, it is not 1 plus 1. Evaluation will happen. So here it is not 1 plus 1, it is 2. Now there is duplicacy. as I have given you the layman example, let us suppose you have two brothers. Both name is ABC. If you call out the name, both will come na. Means the confusion is there. So here also the computer will get confused because two cases are same. Should I print the choices 1 or should I print choices 2? The computer will get confused. So this is the reason Dennis Ritchie has not allowed the duplicate cases. So duplicate cases are not allowed. So error will occur. Okay.
सर एक बात पूछनी सर.
Yes.
सर एक से पहले कुछ भी हो पर है ना डुप्लीकेट केस होंगे तो एरर आ जाएगा.
Of course. Because the
Okay,
computer
sir.
will get confused. Now let us suppose here you have written case 3, case 3. Still the error will be here. If you have written case 3, case 3. Why? Because let us suppose the value of x is 3. Then should you print the first case or the second case? There is confusion. So whenever, even here if you have written case 3, case 3, when the value of x is 1, still it will give you error. Because the first task of compiler is to check whether all the rules are followed or not. So the one rule Dennis Ritchie has made for the switch case is that there should not be duplicate cases. The second rule is there should be no floating point numbers here. So these rules are first checked, then the output is executed, means the evaluation occurs. So the first thing is all the rules are
sir,
checked.
And so print is same, sir. Choice is one, same it is written, sir.
In the print you can
Then
write anything, it doesn't matter. No, you can write anything, it is okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
In the printf you can write choices 1, choices 1, it doesn't matter. In the cases it matters. There is an error in the program. You can see here there is an error in this program. Remove the error. So here somewhere there is some error. I can give you 5 minutes for this. Okay, what I will do, I will send the picture of this particular thing on the WhatsApp, and in the meantime I will take the attendance. You have to just tell me orally where is the error. Okay, or what I can do is oral execution will be difficult. So I will copy the code and I will send the particular code in the MS Team chat box. So what you can do, you can copy the code and you can paste it inside the compiler and you can remove the error. Okay. I hope you have understood the question. This is a question from the placement. You can copy the particular code, okay, and you can remove these lines. Okay, find the greatest, there is error. Then you can execute the code. You can include the header file #include stdio, and this program should work. Initially there is some error. Try to find out the error. I can give you 5 minutes. See, it is a simple question. Okay, it is just finding the greatest of the three numbers. We have done the same. Yes or no? Sahil is present.
Yes, sir.
Chirag. Chirag Sharma. Is there in the attendee? Aditya is present. Shivangi,
Yes, sir.
Rudra, Ritvik,
Sir, present, sir. Ritvik.
okay. So Rudra is absent. Raj Singh, Raj Singh, okay. Ujjwal, Ujjwal is absent. Keshav,
Present, sir.
Upendra is present. Yaman is present. Atul is present. Abha,
Present, sir.
Suyash,
Present, sir.
Mansi Bharti, Mansi Bharti,
सर उसने चैट बॉक्स में लिख दिया।
Ashish,
सर उसने भी चैट बॉक्स में लिखा है।
Vanshita. Vanshita is present. Bhanu is present. Sojal,
Vanshita.
Sojal. Sojal is there? Yes or no? Anirudh,
Present, sir.
Anurag, Anurag, Ajita,
Present, sir.
Jwel,
Present, sir.
Sejal,
Present, sir.
Nakul,
Present, sir.
Rishi,
Nakul present.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Vivek,
Present, sir. Sir,
Satyam,
Vivek present.
Satyam present, sir.
Naman,
Present, sir.
Nilesh,
Present, sir.
Vaibhav,
Present, sir. Present.
Suneha,
Present, sir.
Akshat, Goyal, Devansh,
Present, sir.
Anu is there. Vaishnavi,
Present, sir.
Raj Prajapati,
Present, sir.
Abhay,
Present, sir.
Adarsh,
Present, sir.
Randeep, I think Randeep was present, no?
Present, sir. Present, sir. Sorry, sir.
So Aman Singh, Rohit is present. Ayushi,
Present, sir.
Aman, Dikshit,
Present, sir.
Ayush,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
okay. So I will announce the name of absentee. Just tell me anyone if they are present in the attendee list. Ujjwal is absent, Atul is absent, Sojal is absent, Anurag is absent, Akshat is absent, and Aman Singh is absent.
Sir,
Is
Ujjwal
anyone
attendee.
there?
Sir,
Ujjwal is
Ujjwal.
there, okay. So absentee is Atul, Sojal, Anurag, and Akshat and Aman Singh. Okay. I hope there is no one attendee. The name of absentee.
Akshat is attending.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you didn't tell my name.
Say it again.
Roshni Singh.
Roshni, you are a new student.
Yes, sir.
Then you have to wait because your Amazon ID is not activated. Okay. So once your ID is activated, I can mark your particular attendance.
Okay, sir.
Akshat is present. Let me check for Sojal Anurag also. Okay, so the final absentee are Atul, Sojal, Anurag, and Aman Singh. Now we can discuss the error. Can anyone tell me the error here? Or I can give this question as a homework if you want. Or if you know what is the error, you can.
Sir, I can.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
सर आप सर मैं बोलूं?
Yes, yes.
सर आपने एंड ऑपरेटर यूज किया है ना सर, वो ब्रैकेट के बाहर निकल गया है.
Yes, correct. The thing is, there is no bracket here.
Not clear.
My voice is clear, I think. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Now it is clear.
Okay, so the thing is, here in the if statement, I have not inserted the brackets. There should be bracket here and here. Okay. Now there is one more error here. Can anyone tell me what is the second error here?
Else, sir.
Of course, in the else if, it is not else if, it is elif. Yes or no? You can write elif here or you can write else space if. It will work. Okay. So these were the errors here. Simply put a bracket here, bracket open, bracket close, and put a space between else and if. Okay. So question like these are asked in the placement. Okay. There is a company known as Capgemini. Capgemini and some other companies are there that normally, ask these types of question. They give a particular code to you. Okay. And you can run the code in the compiler and you have to just fix the particular error and you have to get the particular output. So simple question. Now this is the code that you have to do. Write the code for that. I think we have done the code for the hollow rhombus. Yes or no? In the hollow rhombus, I have told you, you have to print the first row, the last row, the first column and the last column. Same logic is applied here. So I can give you 5 to 10 minutes. This is a practical lab lesson. So write the code. Of course, here you will use the nested for loop concept. It is same as of the hollow rhombus pattern. Okay. You will take a variable I and a variable j. I will be there in the parent loop, j is there in the child loop. I means the number of row, j means the number of column. So when the value of I is 1 or I is n or j is 1 or j is n, means if it is the first row or the last row or if it is the first row or the last column, you have to print the star, else print a space. Okay. I hope you can write the code. So I'm giving you around 5 to 10 minutes. Write the code, send the answer in the MS team and just let me know verbally whether you have done it or not. 5 to 10 minutes I can give you. if someone has doubt in the logic, like you are not able to understand the logic, then you can ask. Once the logic is clear, you can easily write the code. Two simple loops are required: parent and the child. Parent has a I variable, child has a j variable. I means the number of rows, you can say. J means the number of column. You have to print the first row, last row. Means when the value of I is 1 or I is n. N means a number that is given by the user. Let us suppose user, first of all, you will take the number of lines as the input from the user. Okay, how many lines you want to print. So let us suppose user is giving 5 as the answer or 5 as the input. So number of lines is 5. So when I is 1 or I is 5, means if it is the first row or the last row, you have to print all the star. Okay, so inside the child loop, just write a if statement like this. Similarly, value of j will also go from 1 to n, means it is a column. Okay, so when it is 1, j is 1 or j is n, means if it is the first column or the last column, means the left and right side, the vertical sides, okay, that you can see here, this and this, then you have to print again a star. In the else statement, means in the center you have to just print a space. So in the else, write print double quote, inside it press the space bar or fill a space, that's all. And after the child loop, write a line printf slash n, means you have to change the line also now. It is same pattern as of hollow rhombus. Means I will say 99% logic is same as of the hollow rhombus. Simple pattern. It is easy pattern than the hollow rhombus. Okay, because in the hollow rhombus we have to write 3 loops. Here we are writing just 2 loops because there is no space before the stars. Okay, like there was space in the hollow rhombus, the space was reduced in each line. So instead of 3 loops that are used in the hollow rhombus, here we have to use only 2 loops. So it is much simpler code. Try it, else I will explain. The pattern printing programs are not over. Okay, for example, today we will do one pattern printing program. In the next class we can again do a particular pattern printing program. Okay, so in each class we will start a new topic, and with a new topic we will do a pattern printing program also, because there are a lot of pattern printing programs that are available here in the C language. We will try to do the important patterns. Okay. Do the pattern by yourself. Do not take the help from internet. And if you are not able to do it, if there is some error, just let me know. I will remove the error, but do it by yourself. Okay. Take time. You can take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It depends on you. The logic is very simple. Two for loops, a if statement, else statement. That's all. Read the number of lines from the user. How many lines user wants to print. So Sahil got the answer. Good, Sahil. Ayush answer is also correct. So I will give you 5 more minutes. Then we can start a new topic. That is known as macros. I hope there is no explanation needed here. If you need explanation, just tell me. Then I will explain. Else I will not explain because according to me, this is easy pattern and you guys can easily do it. But still, if you need explanation, just let me know. For example, here the code is here. You can see on my screen. Here we are reading the number of rows. Okay. In the first loop is just telling us how many rows we need to print. Let us suppose the number of rows here is 5. Okay. Number of rows is 5. So first parent loop is telling us, that 5 rows we need to print, and the child loop will actually do the printing. It is again going from 1 to n, but the thing is, because I told you I means the number of rows, so here when it is the first row or the last row, you have to print a star. Okay. J means the number of column. So when j is 1 or j is n, if it is the first column or the last column, print a star. If it is 2, 3 means if it is in the middle, then print a space. That's all. And once you have printed a line, change the line. Okay, you have to move the cursor to the next line now once you have printed one line. Yes or no? That's all. Simple pattern. So I'm waiting for the answer of other students. Kindly send the answer ASAP. Then we can move to the next topic. Ajita, your answer is correct, but the thing is it does not look like a square. It looks like a rectangle, no?
Yes, sir.
Because the thing is you are reading the number of rows and you are storing it in I. Yes or no? So instead, and you have taken the ij again. So what you can do, take another variable rows and scan the rows, means in the line number 6 write ampersand row, and where you have written 9 9, here write rows. Okay, here also.
Okay, sir.
As the logic is correct. Other student, kindly send the code. I'm waiting for the answer. Yaman, Vivek, Vanshita, all the students.
Yes, sir.
So Seja and Khushi answer is also correct. I think we can start the new topic now. So we are starting a new topic that is very important, that is known as macro. Read the definition. A macro is a piece of code or a fragment of code which has been given a name. Whenever the name is used, it is replaced by the contents of the macro. Now let us discuss the syntax of the macro. For example, every line in the C language ends with a semicolon. So you know there is a certain syntax for the macro. We write hash define with the macro. Means whenever we want to write a macro, we write it like this. We start it with hash define. Macro is known as preprocessor directive. We will study after macro what is preprocessor directive. Okay. Now I will show you the example and you will understand what is macro, what is the use and what is the need of macro. Read this particular slide. Macro means it is a piece of code that is given a name. Means if a particular code is used again and again, then instead of writing it again and again, we can use it simply. Okay. For example, the value of pi is very big. You can say it is 3.1415 like this. Okay. So it is very difficult to remember the value of pi. So what we can do, we can give the value of pi a name, and instead of typing the original value every time, like instead of writing every time 3.141516 like this, we will just write pi and the value is automatically copied. For example, this is the program here. Macros are written outside the main function. Okay, remember this. Macros are written outside the main function. Okay, this is the macro. How it is a macro? Because I told you the syntax of macro. Macro start with hash define. After hash define there is a space and this is the name of macro, pi. You can write here anything, ABC, your name, means this is the name of macro. And here this is the value of macro. So as you can see, the value of pi is very big. It is 3.14159265359. Okay. So the thing is, let us suppose in your program, you are writing a program. Okay. And you want to print the value of pi for around 10 times. So every time you will write 3.1415592655359. So this is a hectic task now. Yes or no? So what you will do, what you guys are doing here, to save time, in the computer you have mentioned that pi means this value 3.1415 whatever. So whenever in the main function you want to use the pi, you will just write the name of the macro. Okay, so instead of writing the original value, you will just write the name of the macro. Means whenever you write pi, automatically instead of pi here the value 3.1415, this thing will appear. So even if you type here pi 100 times, then 100 times pi will appear. What is the advantage? The advantage is simple. If you have not written this particular thing, this particular line, and you need to write the value of pi 100 times, then each and every time you will write the original value 3.1415 like this. Okay, and it is difficult to remember. So macro means it is a piece of code. Here the value of pi that is given a name and the name is pi. So it will save our time. If the code is used again and again, you know, it is a good approach. Okay. I hope it is clear. Yes or no? Macro start with hash define. Now what you guys can do, open the compiler, type the code and send the answer in the MS Team. We will study a topic after macros that is known as function. Okay, in the function you will understand macro more clearly, like what is the use of macro. But here just remember the syntax. Some of you may have understood why macros are required, because the value of pi is very difficult to remember now. So every time will you type the full value in the main program. In the main program, if you want to use the pi, 10 times, will you use or will you type 3.1415 10 times? It will become very, very difficult now. So the piece of code is given a name, means the value of pi 3.1415 like this is given a name pi, and whenever you want to use the value 3.1415, simply write the name pi and the value is printed on the screen. Okay, so our task become easier now. We do not need to type the value by our hand each and every time. Okay, in the future if you want to change the value, here you can easily change the value. For example, if you want to reduce the value to 3.14, then you can delete this here. Okay, but let us suppose in the program, if you have written 10 times value of pi like 3.1415 and you need to change the value in the future, then in all the 10 places you will change the value. So it is a very hectic task now. It will take a lot of time. Yes or no? Remember, after macro there is no semicolon. Like after the header file stdio, standard input and output, there is no semicolon. Only inside the main function the line ends with a semicolon. Okay, macros are written outside the main function. Okay, they start with hash define. Just implement this. From macro, lot of MCQs are asked in the GATE exam, in any exam. Why? Because the way macro works is, not simple, it is complex. Means tricky question can be asked from this. So it is a very important topic, I will say. Write the program inside the compiler. Do it quickly. It is a very short code. So what is the definition of macro? It is just a piece of code that is given a name. Because the particular piece of code we have to use again and again in the future. So instead of writing the same line again and again, we can give it a name and we can use it. So it will save our time, it will reduce our effort. The code becomes more easy to maintain and upgrade. For example, here, if we need to change the value of the pi, we can just change it at one place. And let us suppose inside the main function we have used the value of pi at 100 places, then at 100 places the value will get updated automatically. So it saves our time and effort. Macros. We study a particular topic known as function. Macros and function are nearly same. Okay, macro you will study in the C++ also, whenever you study the C++ language. So these are very important. Do it ASAP. I think this is the end of our class. Actually, we have to do some programs based on macro, but we have less time, so we will do the next program of macro in the next class, means on Tuesday in the next week. So let me stop the recording.